This is Brian David Marshall from Magic the Gathering. I'm here with Alexis Janson. Alexis, you just won the Great Designer Search. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How does that feel?
It really hasn't hit me yet. I'm kind of up on that cloud right now, waiting for it to smash into me.
You definitely seemed a little shell-shocked when the announcement was made.
Yeah, it's a lot to absorb right now, because I'm sure there's a lot that's going to be changing really soon in my life, and there's a lot of stuff that I'm going to have to absorbing, and a lot of new experiences that I'm going to have. It's going to be a real big change.
Talk to me for a minute about when you first saw the Great Designer Search contest on MagicTheGathering.com, and what went through your mind, and what you thought it would take to get to this point.
Well, I have to say, as far as what it was going to take to get to this point, I mean, I was expecting to be a lot of work, but it was a lot. It was even more work than I was expecting. Harder challenges, longer time frame, more cards submitted, more effort involved than I even imagined could possibly be possible. It's like a marathon, so to speak. But when I first saw it, I saw the announcement, like that's the greatest idea I've ever seen. That's the biggest opportunity. I mean, I'm sure I'm not alone in having it as a dream job, having played Magic, being interested in Magic, and always going, it'd be really great if I could get behind the scenes and actually work on it. And I was always thinking to myself, how can I get in there? Should I just get better at the game? Should I start writing articles? And that's never really been my forte. So all of a sudden this came out, I'm like, here's my shot. I'm going to take it. And
over the course of the contest, while you're creating all these cards, is there anything in particular that you're especially proud of?
I was really happy with my whole Unglued round. It got a lot of really interesting reactions from the public. I felt that it was a good chance for me to explore ideas that really weren't traditional Magic. Like the rest of the contest, you were always afraid, do I really want to go too far? I don't want to do something so outlandish that they're going to say we can't do this and cut you for it. But on Unglued, it's like I can do whatever I want, so I'm going to come up with the most outlandish things that maybe someday could end up in a real Magic set with a little bit of work. But here's my chance to say, oh, I really do have some really wild ideas out there, in case that's what you're looking for, which I think is a really significant trait to have in a designer. You have to be able to go really far and then rein it back, rather than just kind of do same old, and never have anything really exciting.
So do you think the next year is going to be harder or easier than the time you spent in the Great Designer Search?
I think individually the work's going to be easier, but I think as a whole, just the fact that it's day in, day out, it is going to be a lot of work. I look forward to it, but I have no misconceptions about this being a difficult job.
How does it feel to you? Now, you're not a pro player. Have you ever played on the Pro Tour or even pursued that area of play?
I've played in a couple PTQs, a Grand Prix once. Nothing I would even admit to as far as finishes go.
Right, but it's very interesting. As someone who's an observer of the game, you would see people certainly with that background stepping into positions that you're stepping into. So how does it feel to see a different play experience being represented in R&D?
Well, I think it's great that they are pulling talent from more than one perspective. I mean, the pro players are great in many ways. They're perfect for the development position because they really know what really makes the game tick and what makes it balance and that sort of thing. But as they've said, they've never really had a good way to get a designer, somebody who has just great ideas and can make the sets work from the ground up. And so this was a great idea, and it's really great that they figured out an efficient, I don't want to say efficient because it did take 4 months, but ultimately though it was a good result.
Well, congratulations again Good luck on your upcoming year. It seems like it'll be very exciting, and I can't wait to see some cards in a booster pack from you.
Sounds great. Thank you very much.